Jason Starbuck here with Starbuck on the Move, and I'm in what they would call maybe the garment district, or in the district of less expensive clothing, where you can get shoes for 150 baht, which are $4, and you can get shirts for $3. I'm on the top of the tower. This is the 9th floor here in Bangkok of this building. And I thought I'd take a minute and talk about something that I'm super excited about. It's the Manny Pacquiao fight. Pacquiao versus Mayweather. It's the rumble in the jungle, the thrill in Manila of our millennium, or of our time period right now. And everybody talks about it in the fight world, so I thought I'd give you a couple of what I think is going to happen. One is Mayweather. It's very hard to bet against Mayweather. Mayweather does have a record that is flawless, though he did lose in his amateur fights. However, he has not hit the canvas in his professional bouts. When he fought Sugar Shane Mosley, he got rocked, and he made a decision that very few would make, and he actually snuffed Sugar Shane Mosley, allowing him not to have his distance and power. Manny Pacquiao has losses. His last losses were Bradley, and that fight, if you go back, a unanimous decision when it comes to other judges and other professional judges. He won that fight. You look at the punch count and the connect count and the power punches. Manny Pacquiao won it. Both fights, no problem. Now, this goes into some of the most interesting layouts of this fight. Many people say Manny Pacquiao has a weak chin. They say Manny Pacquiao, he's been knocked out. Okay, so let's take that theory. Manny Pacquiao fought this gentleman, Marquez, 4 times. Over 40 rounds of boxing. Ultimately, you have the ability to study your opponent, feel your opponent, know your fighting technique, and know your fighting style. At that level, one thing that you'll notice is that the only difference between Manny Pacquiao, Marquez, Miguel Cotto, Sugar Shane Mosley is a few steps. That's it. I believe that after that many rounds, Manny Pacquiao got caught. I think he got caught. His foot got caught by it. If you look at it, he got stepped on. But that does not take out that he did get knocked out. Now let's look at the Mayweather situation. Mayweather, when going back, some of his toughest opponents, though, if you look at Oscar De La Hoya did give him a run for his money. Oscar De La Hoya was towards the end of his career, which ultimately Manny Pacquiao finished. But some of the hardest fighters he ever had were fighters that had multiple amounts of punches in one rounds and multiple combinations. When you go back, he fought a gentleman named Zab Judah, which ironically, when I lived in Vegas, he lived in my complex, so I saw him often. He is a southpaw. He was very fast, and when you go back and you watch that fight, Mayweather had some difficulties. So these are some of the things that I believe in the fight game are going to cause some difficulties for Mayweather. I think that Manny Pacquiao throws a lot of punches. He doubles up on his combinations. And after his 1-2, he tends to actually strike forward and uses his legs to push him into the fight. So he covers distance very well. When you look at Mayweather, he has a phenomenal defensive game. There probably is no one that has a better defensive game. They call it the shoulder roll, where basically you tuck your shoulder right into the chin, and he drops his hand, and he creates defense on the left-hand side, stopping him from here and keeping his head up. And he keeps his right hand tucked in, keeping all of his body and all of the organs basically not exposed. I think that the way to do this is Manny Pacquiao is going to have to jab his way in, come in with his strong left, come in with his straight left. But the one thing people don't realize is Manny Pacquiao uses his right, his jab, as a hook, and he uses it how he sets up the actual combination. Now, he loves being in the pocket. So with that said, I think that's going to be one of the things that Manny Pacquiao is going to have for the fight, but Mayweather has what they call a check hook. And that's when he steps, he pivots off his left foot, and he throws that left hand. That could cause Manny Pacquiao some troubles, because that is where his jab is, and if he doesn't cover with his shoulder underneath where his chin is, he could get rocked. With that said, the final is this. I don't think Mayweather can knock out Manny Pacquiao, but I do think Manny Pacquiao can rock Mayweather, and if Manny Pacquiao has the eye of the tiger and the finishing motion, I think Manny Pacquiao can knock him out. That's my take on it. Boxing 2015. I'm heading to the Philippines on the 30th of this month. Watch it. I want to hear your ideas. See you guys. Starbuck on the move. Bangkok. That's the door. It's raining out.